Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Journeyman. Hope you guys are keeping well and safe, and as always be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are now into Feb of 2024 with Cardiff City. Looking forward to seeing how we get on throughout February. Now we're sort of heading towards the business end of the season. So let's jump straight into the schedule, see how we've been getting on. Of course, in the last episode, kicking off our FA Cup campaign with a 1-1 draw over Oxford. We then drew to Rotherham, 2 goals each. Kiefer Moore equalising after Dylan Hugworth gave Rotherham the lead. They actually went 2-1 up, and then in the end, William Saliba saving us with an 83rd minute equaliser. We did get a win in the FA Cup replay, beating Oxford 3-0 at home. Very, very decent victory. Obafemi scoring 2, and Sean Morrison actually grabbing a goal. We took that win into the league as well. We beat Bristol Rovers 2-0. Miguel Almiron with a beautiful goal, and Reece Frankham as well with a late goal to wrap up the victory. Unfortunately, we lost out 3-2 to MK Dons away. We really should have won that game. Kiefer Moore and Michael Obafemi scoring it for us, but it was 3 first half goals from MK Dons. And then in our most recent game, a huge actually 2-1 win over West Bromwich Albion, who are currently in the Premier League. They're 15th in the league. We beat them 2-1. Kelechi Iheanacho giving them the lead in the first half, and then Isaac Mbenza, who came off the bench, scoring, and Ricky J. Jones, who of course has been injured for a long time, scoring the winner in the end, which is huge. But today we're going to be facing off against Derby County, who are currently 16th in the league, so definitely a winnable game. And then in the next episode we'll play up against Liverpool in the FA Cup, so a very, very big game there as well. So we'll kick off today with the game against Derby. In the league at the moment we are 11th, only 6 points actually now outside the playoffs. Of course, Ricky J. Jones still our top goal scorer, but only 6 points, so definitely with our strong goal difference we've got an advantage there, and definitely an opportunity possibly to break into the playoffs. Derby have appointed Thomas Frank, I think, quite recently as well. Sheffield United still bossing it at the top, but I'd probably say, it's still pretty tight in there. A few results our way, and it's definitely doable. We've got a couple of games here against teams like Hull and Fulham, West Ham, teams that are in that playoff race. So it's going to be a tough month, but if we can get victories there, that'll be huge. The transfer window is done and shut. The only player that we had signed was James Tarkowski in the January window. He's coming on loan. Going to be a decent backup option for us as a defender because, of course, a couple of sales went out. Jozo Simonovic, who is a centre-back, left on a permanent deal. Kieran Evans went out on loan. And Grant Hanley, whose contract was up at the end of the season, also left the club. So to bring Tarkowski in was half decent, really. Good player for us to bring in. So, yeah, we'll move on to today's game. Derby County in the league. We are at home, hoping for a decent result. But you can see here a lot of players only just coming back from injury, so a few players that aren't probably as fresh as we want them to be, but still hoping for a competitive performance. Well, then here are the teams. Derby County, of course, looking pretty strong. Ivan Toney starting up front for them, who I think has got lots and lots of goals so far. Well, in his career, I think the last couple of seasons he's been up there in terms of top goal scorers. But we're, of course, hoping for 3 points. We did play the 4-4-2. We're back with a 4-2-3-1 today. We did play the 4-4-2 in the win over West Bromwich Albion. So it's something that maybe I could look at returning to in the future. But there's definitely still areas of this Cardiff team that I want to strengthen. If we get promoted, I think, and it's a big if, it'll be quite an interesting task in the Premier League anyway, if we're still there next season. But after this game, I'll look at how Grimsby and Brackley are getting on. I know somebody did ask about that, and we might have to fill out the episode here. It's been a quiet start to the game, but Morrison got his head to that corner 33 minutes in, and it wasn't too far away from giving us the lead. But a dominant start to the game for us. In terms of the first half, very quiet with chances, but we've had 10 shots to their 1. And that's half time, so yeah, not a lot going on at the moment. As you can see, Derby very, very quiet so far. We've had plenty of chances, but we'll tell the boys we're not too happy with that. It's just got to keep our eye on Ricky J. Jones. Medical team told us only ideally to give him 75 minutes, but we know how good he can be and how capable he is. But Derby County now with a chance. Knight to Traore, Bertrand that is, and he loses that to Rawls, and Jeff Hendrick can break forward with the ball now. Ball here to Ricky J. Jones. He's going to go low. No, he's played it onto Obafemi. It's a look. Oh, he's disallowed it. Oh, Ricky J. Jones should have gone alone. Jeff Hendrick, great work from him. And that next pass, why is he past the ball? I mean, it's a really smart finish from Obafemi, but that's frustrating. Really, really frustrating that he was offside there. But still 0-0 the score with just under half an hour to go in this game. He's Dan Burn, the big man, all the way back to the goalkeeper. Ricky J. Jones will put that pressure on Holmes now to Navarro, into Traore, into Knight. Derby building up a little bit of momentum here. But ball over the top and G cut it out. Obafemi didn't win the header. And we keep possession here with Hendrick. It's a poor pass by Hendrick though. Big header again by NG. Can we break? Jeff Hendrick again. Just got to make sure he keeps this ball. He'll find him Benza. Back to Hendrick again. Good ball over the top to Obafemi. Tried to get it in. And Ricky J. Jones' rebounded shot was blocked. We're knocking on the door. But Derby at the moment keeping us out. Sibley back to Burn. It was an awkward pass. Traore now on the right. He's going to use his pace to try and drive Derby forward here. He lay it off for Navarro on the right-hand side, who's beating his man. He's been caught, saved by the goalkeeper. A free kick will be given. I thought it would have been a penalty. It was very, very tight. But we've got 71 minutes gone and it's still 0-0. Vaux now on the in the middle, plays it off to Obafemi. Skips past a couple of challenges there. Obafemi striking straight at the goalkeeper. Nothing too troubling for the Derby keeps. Still 0 shots on target for Derby. It's time for a change, isn't it? I think we keep the same formation because we're looking threatening. Well, we're going to bring Frankham on just there. And Reece Searle as well. He just seems to bring in bundles of energy to this team. So we'll see how he gets on the left-hand side. Two new players, a bit of energy injected onto the wings here. Castillo now to Hendrick. Searle now on the ball. Beats his man. Beats another man. Can he get a shot away, Reece Searle? He does. It's blocked. Bit of pinball on the edge of the area there for Derby. And they can scramble it away here and maybe counter-attack themselves. Appleton, a good tackle by Rawls. Hendrick into Rawls again. Long ball over the top for Ricky J. Jones. Beats his man. Beats another man and puts the ball in the back of the net. Ricky J. Jones makes it 1-0. And it's 2 goals in 2 games for him since his return from injury. And he'll continue his hot goal scoring record this season. Rawls, that touch is phenomenal by Ricky J. Jones. And the finish is lovely too. Across the face of goal. And 8 minutes to go. It's 1-0 Cardiff. Ricky J. Jones, could he be the man that we carry everywhere to each of our clubs? Joe Rawls struggling in the middle. So we're going to bring Ryan Bowden on now. The youngster. But that should be all. However, there may be one more chance. Castillo, not a great throwing in. Saliba now on the ball. Back across to Morrison. Into Bowden. Bowden now to Frankham. Has he got the overlap? He'll go alone here. Frankham lays it off for Hendrick. And it's just about squeezed in. I think it's going to go down as an own goal. It does. Nurullah Aslan with the own goal. And it's 2-0. And that is the game done and dusted. I mean, it was a long time coming. The first half was atrocious. The second half heated up, though, didn't it? Frankham squeezed one in, and the goalkeeper in the end was caught out by that little deflection from the flick of Jeff Hendrick, which makes it 2-0 and should make it a full-time result of 2-0 and 3 points for us there. It took us a while to get into the game. You can see the back four. The goalkeeper had a great game, and through the middle there, really, Joe Rawls, who was playing there with Hendrick and Jones as well. Just through the spine of the team, we had a really good performance, really. And we'll take that. They're the games that we should be winning. And now, 46 points. We're still knocking on the door of that top 6. And it's very, very tight. So, I'm hoping that we could continue that. We've obviously got a couple of games against some big teams in that top 6 coming up. And if we can beat them, who knows? You know, we're gonna draw back and claw back a couple of points as well for certain. We actually play Hull next, who are in that top 6. But we'll see how we've been getting on like in terms of our career now. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, the career stats. So we've got a 55% win percentage across our whole career, which is really, really decent. In 181 games, we've won 100 of them, which is a fantastic record, really. We're going to see now, obviously, history in terms of where we've been. Brackley Town are back down in the Vanarama National League North now. Obviously, we got them promoted and they got relegated first time, unfortunately. So they're back in the Vanarama National League North at the moment in the playoffs, which is, of course, nice to see. I think they've had quite a bit of a change around. A couple of players still there that we signed, such as Jaden Forrester and so on. I'm not sure. Leon Lovu's obviously moved on, which is interesting. Shaq Colfer's still there. Got quite a chunk of the players that were there. I suppose it's not even actually been that long since we left the club. Was Leon Love on there? Was I just missing out there? Or is he? Maybe he's retired, or could be in the reserves. He might have packed it in. Leon Lavu. Let's have a look. Oh, he's a free agent. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I missed when he got released. So, yeah, he's not found a club since Brackley. His goal scoring record there, by the way, was ridiculous. Unfortunately, left since his last spell. Grimsby Town, in terms of them, of course, got them. They're in League One at the moment. They're currently sat in 22nd place. So, still got a big chunk of the team. Just slipped into the relegation zone, but definitely being competitive at that level, to be fair. Just 3 points adrift, actually, of escaping the drop zone. Of course, I would have hoped that we would have done better. But the main man is, of course, Aidan Marsh this season. Only scored the 6 goals in all competitions. Smashed it for us, didn't he, last season? Scoring 39 goals in all comps. But maybe, again, another player that we could revisit closer or further on in our career, maybe. But that is the end of today's episode, guys. We leave Cardiff City at the start of Feb in 11th place in the league, another 3 points, which is nice to see, and into the 5th round of the FA Cup against Liverpool, which will be our match in the next episode. As always, guys, be sure to hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and until next time, I'll see you all very, very soon.